ailona lemur. And being this our final performance of Hawai iana Live, we wanted to share with you this short video where Auntie Nona talks about what it means to put on a performance with the emphasis on Hawaiian. And we'll be back right after.
Did I tell you folks how that came about? I don't know if I ever told you. Well, this was in 1949. And a group of teachers that wanted to have a class in Hawaiian culture. So I was writing on the board, Hawaii, dash A-N-A. So I said, now this word is Hawai iana. Hawai iana. The ana is the root word to measure, to try to determine the very best. So we would survey the whole field of Hawaiian culture, for the best in the poetry, the literature, the songs, everything, and select the very best for the children in the classroom. So I said, this is a word that I would like to introduce to you, Hawai iana. Hawai iana. Not like Hawaiiana, like Mexicana or Americana, like it's a collection of cultures. It is the very best in every facet of the Hawaiian culture, Hawaiiana. And that's how the word was born. And I'm pleased that people are using it, and I'm hoping that they're using it with the ana, the root word, to survey, to measure, and to glean the very best for the children. So if you hear anybody saying Hawaiiana, say na 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 na. Americana, na 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 na. Hawaiiana, ana, to measure, to evaluate. So we hope that that word will be understood, and more it will be practiced to foster the very best facets in all of the Hawaiian culture. Nothing but the best. Yeah.
One of the great things about doing this program over the years is that we've had the privilege and the honor of not only being on this great stage in this wonderful venue, but also to have connected with people from not only Hilo, but from all over the world. And it has just been a marvelous, marvelous experience for us. You know, I want to recognize Henry and Susan, because they touched me personally, my heart. You know, this whole program, not just today, but throughout Hawai iana Live, it's always been about exploration. It's about the journey. And from a Polynesian perspective, from a historical perspective, and also from a contemporary perspective. And what Howard and Susan exemplifies is that journey. And for those of you that don't know Howard and Susan, they live in Canada, and they come here every year. They live in Alberta. And Howard is a graduate of Kamehameha schools on Oahu, and is Hawaiian, and has spent the last 40 plus, I don't want to give away all of those years, but 40 plus years in Canada and still maintains his identity as a Hawaiian man. And he exemplifies what it is to be Hawaiian, and that is to journey out, to sail beyond the horizon and not be afraid, and to make your home where you land, and then to come back and reconnect. It is what Howard has shown me, and or Henry has shown me, and it really touched me that each year they have come back and said, "Hey, we're back," and so we'd like to just acknowledge that and thank you, Henry, for all that you have shown me. Like Auntie Nona talked about, you know, it's always been about putting your best foot forward, and she always would drill us on that when we would go to her house and sit and have lunch. You know, she would always invite us over. Come over, you know, have lunch, bring the boy. You know, we could sit down, and then she would begin to teach us and mentor us. And the bottom line was, put your best foot forward. If you can't do it, don't do it. And so that is what we've always had with us as part of what the legacy of Nona Boomer that lives within us. I also want to acknowledge our Hanai daughter who is here, Manulea. Manulea, happy bird. So I want to acknowledge her. And also our other Hanai daughter, who is in Japan right now, but she's on Skype watching this. Yeah, you know, this whole program has been just a wonderful experience, and you know, it all started back when I brought my motorcycle group to the Hawaiian island. And I had been away from Hawaii for so long that I really wasn't familiar any longer with the roads. And so me and about 25 other Harley-Davidson riders were looking for a scout. We're looking for someone to kind of take us around and show us some of the back roads. So, you know, I did some hunting, and I found this beautiful woman who rode a Honda 450. And I swallowed my pride and contacted her and said, would you mind showing us around the island? You know, got all these guys with all their, you know, chromed out bikes and everything, and we would really appreciate it if you could show us. And she jumped right on top of it. You know, if I had known then what I know now, I would have contacted Honda Motorcycles, because they would have paid me $1 million to have a picture of Lady Hua riding her black Honda 450 at the front of a pack of about 25 huge Harley-Davidson motorcycles. They would have paid huge money. Huge.
Not a big motorcycle, just a groovy little motorbike.
So that's how it all started for us. From there, it's just been kind of a journey that continues. Talk about Saddle Road.
Well, Saddle Road, you know, it's much straighter now than it was when I was riding it on that little Honda 450. And before I had my Honda, I had a Jeep Cherokee 4-wheel drive, which I just loved that. So I used to commute back and forth over the mountain for work, and after Manu and I met, you know, people often say, I can't wait for the economy to turn around. Well, I don't know when that's going to happen because it hasn't been in my lifetime. so many of us have had, you know, for generations, our menfolk have had to, or the women have had to work somewhere else, and one of us stays home and keeps the home fires burning. So Manu would be flying back and forth to Oahu for his job, and then he was 5 weeks on, 5 weeks off, because he also was commuting to Washington to take care of his mother until he was able to bring her over here. And so, so this song comes out of that, and it goes out to everybody who has had to be apart from your loved ones for whatever reason. We know what that's like. Driving, driving, driving down that saddle road, wishing I could meet you once again. Driving, driving, driving down that saddle road, wishing I could greet you once again. Southern Cross is hanging low above the road ahead. Stars shine out across an open sky. Tires on my old 4x hug each and every bend. Way I wish that I was hugging you tonight. And I'm driving, driving, driving down that saddle road, wishing you would meet me at the end. Driving, driving, driving down that saddle road, wishing you would greet me at the end. Another constellation now guides me on my way. I wonder if it's hanging over you. So many words I never took the time nor dared to say. I sing them to the stars to send to you. And I'm driving, driving, driving down that saddle road, wishing you would meet me once again. Driving, driving, driving down that saddle road, wishing you could greet me once again. Wishing you could meet me once again.
So, of course, no Hawaiian Live program of any significance, and they were all significant, would be complete without us playing this one last song. And this talks about a bird that lives up in Kohala. And the bird flies down to Hilo every day, and he lands on the ohia tree, drinks the nectar from the lehua, the blossom of the ohia tree, taste good. And so he would drink the nectar and then he would fly back to Hawaii. And he would do this every day. And so, the story talks about a bird, but actually talks about life and love and those things that are important. That you're willing to overcome the challenges to taste the sweet nectar of the hula. I bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you, let it be me. Don't take this heaven from one, if you must cling to someone, now and forever, let it be me. O kamayu, o ni malama, ahe nani kohu ke ia, mukiki ana oi ka pua lehua, ka he ana Each time we meet love, I find complete love. Without your sweet love, what would life be? No hilo, e ka mua kani leuna, Pohe lehua agi ana kahi, o kahi au mea nui ai aui, o koa hoa ka iki mai. O mai, o ni mai, o mai, o ni mai. Each time we meet love, I find complete love. Without your sweet love, what would life be? So never leave me lonely.
Promise you'll need me for me.
And that you'll always let it How about a hand of applause for anybody else who knows this hula?
For those of you who might think it's a little too late to live your dreams, to do what you've always wanted to do, oh, I can't do that, I'm too old. Auntie Joan is 83 years young.
Okay, hula practices tonight, all right? And you hello.
Each and every person up here has had different challenges to be here through life and to share this moment, everybody out here. And so, on behalf of Auntie Joan, at 83 years young, I'm going to say, it's never too late to live your dreams! The great ocean, thou deep sea, send thy winds to blow, guiding us on our way, reminding us that it is as we travel in gentleness, so shall we arrive in strength. From all of us here in Hilo's historic Palace Theater, Mr. Rick Mazurowski and artist.
Ready?